beautiful reporters, welcome back to my channel. I want to thank Abby for tipping me off to this. She tagged me in a Facebook post about this on my Facebook page, my Grace Support Facebook page, and I'm a little bit floored because you know how Jaylan Mobley made this big production out of buying that big, beautiful, I have to say, beautiful house with Leah Messer after only dating for a couple of months? Well, it turns out, according to In Touch Weekly magazine, that he was lying about buying the house with and for Leah Messer. According to In Touch Weekly, only Jaylan's name is listed on the documents, meaning that he is the sole owner of that beautiful house that he made this huge production out of showing off on Instagram as if it were a gift to Leah Messer herself. Guys, the flags are waving around here for me. If you did not see my original video about them buying this house after only being together a couple of months, I ran through the timeline. So as of the buying of the house, they were together 8 months. It takes about 3 months, sometimes even 4 if the market's tough or the mortgage situation is tough to buy a house, which means that they would have started looking for the house around 4 months. Well, they would have started looking around 2-3 months in and bought it around 4 or 5 months in, and then moved in around or got the keys around 8 months in. So this was all rush at the speed of light. And he said in his thing, which I'm going to read back to you, that Leah sold her house, the house that she owned, the accessible house for her disabled daughter, to move into this house with him. So all of this together is just looking a little strange. So let's get back to his Instagram post. So he did post photos of him and Leah holding sold sign. His says sold, her says we said yes to the address. And then he said, and I quote, "Proud to be a first-time homeowner. I'm so thankful and blessed and still speechless to own this home. Surprise, Leah. I'm proud of you for selling your first home. And so I wanted to surprise you with a new home, our home that only I own. We deserve this. You deserve this, but not enough to be on the papers. I can't wait to build, grow, and create generational wealth, legacy, and opportunities for us and our families." Okay, so you can't wait to do all of those things, but Leah is not on the papers, which means you're building the wealth and Leah is not. This is to the next chapter in really leveling up for you. For most people, these are special moments you remember most. And as a young Black man from Charlotte, this is a dream come true. Also, West Virginia has been a second home that's been good to me since 2018. Degrees, friendships, opportunities, and now a family. Stay tuned for the girls' reaction. Remember, I had a problem with him teasing the girls' reaction. Those aren't even your kids, sir, to be like, promoting some kind of social media post off their backs. So he says, for the family, for the legacy, for the health, for the wealth, for the happiness, for the love, for it all. But none of that really applies to Leah because, again, she has no stake in this home. So this was a huge step backwards for Leah. She could have at least rented out her home to somebody else while she, tries her waters in this house, sees if it even works for Allie, because remember, Allie has mobility issues in the first place before going all the way there, et cetera, et cetera. So I'm going to have to show you this video because this goes along with why I'm so weirded out by him deciding to, out of the blue, unprovoked, lie about buying Leah a home and try to present it that way. So in this video, as you can see, Jaylan hands Leah a set of keys as if he bought it for her. Like, it's all yours, babe. I'm going to let you do the honors. You know what I mean? Like, when on those like My Sweet 16 or on those housewives, when the husbands buy the wives like a nice car, they go, it's all yours. They give you the key because it's yours. You know what I mean? Even if they just lease it for you or whatever. That's what he's doing to paint the picture as if he bought a whole entire house for Leah, as if she has any kind of stake in it. And then they get in the house and they're just twirling around. He's showing off the backyard and stuff like that. And, to now realize that none of this is Leah's and that she has to uproot her children's lives to move into a place that she has zero stake in after owning a house on her own. I don't understand her. I don't understand the excitement personally. I really don't. I can't imagine selling off my place to go move in with somebody else that I've been dating a couple of months and not really have anything to do with the house, especially if I have kids depending on me. Leah owning that house was her generational wealth for her daughters. You know, it was her building that stuff for her daughters. And so now by moving in with Jaylan into a home that he exclusively owns, she's giving all of that up. In my personal, well, in the home sense, you can still invest and do other things for the daughters, but from the home perspective, this is not what he has portrayed it as being for her. You know, like in his caption that we go back to, he talks about how he did this for her and their family and to build generational wealth for them. But how is that possible if she's not tied to the house financially? Where's the generational wealth for Leah and her girls in a house that they do not own? At the end of the day, they're kind of like his tenants, basically, in that property. So, yeah, it's odd to me that he would purposely try to misrepresent this, going as far as saying that video is still, you know what, let me play it for you guys so you can hear the sound and stuff. I am still a little like, really? You went and hired a videographer just so that you can like perpetuate this, this lie, this like fake thing, the situation that you've made up like out of the blue that nobody even asked you to? It's odd, right? Anyway, take a look at the video and then we'll come back.
Oh my God, it's beautiful.
It's all yours. Go ahead and take it away. Go ahead, baby.
Put it together.
Go ahead and open
Put it
it.
together. Put it together.
Come inside.
Now that you know that Jaylan's the only person listed on that home, do you wonder about the timing of Leah selling off her home? Like, did she sell off the home to give him some money towards the down payment for this home? Like, why did he mention her selling off her home in his post? Why would Leah even sell off her home in the first place rather than listing it up for rent so that she could go back to it if things went south with Jaylan? Was she pressured to sell off her home? Like, that does not sit right with me, that she would just do that out of the blue after owning it for a couple of years at this point without really testing the waters. It's a huge leap for her to make. And it makes me nervous. You know, it really does make me nervous and wonder what's going on behind the scenes for her to make that sort of a rash decision over a relationship of only a couple of months. Again, when you go back to the timeline, the two of them started thinking about buying a house, well, him buying the house for them together around 3 months into dating. And, you know, again, to sell a home, it takes a while. It takes months to sell a home. So she would have started listing her home for sale around that same time, 3-4 months into dating Jaylan, maybe even less, maybe even 2 months, you guys. So was that a smart decision on Leah's part? And why would she make the decision, you know, with her daughters to worry about it? You know, I wonder what's going on, because none of this is adding up logically from my perspective, and it's looking very, very weird. I know that Leah was the one heavily pressuring Jaylan to move closer in last week's episode of Teen Mom 2. So I guess this might have been a step that she was rushing to take, but I don't want to, she's got the money to be a co-owner of this property. So, and if she sold her house, she would have even more money to be a co-owner of this property. So why is she not? And she, you know, was studying, I don't know if she got her real estate license or whatever, but she was studying for it. So she understands the importance of home ownership. You know, she wants to be in the real estate space. So why would she not have a financial stake in this home? That's the question that I have for you guys. Those are my two questions. Do you understand what move Leah is making here and why? Why so quickly? And also, why does it make sense to you why Jaylan would try to make us believe that he bought this home for Leah and with Leah when the paperwork comes out and says that he's the only one owning the house? Who is he trying to impress? Who is he trying to lie to, and why? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. And as usual, we'll chat. That's all for now. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.